Right, I think we are on camera now. Where's there it is. Okay, everybody. Um, this is the concluding thoughts video again. There's my board. Um, hopefully we'll grow to like it. I think I have gone a bit over the top, to be honest, with the sharks and everything. The stickers are coming off and anything, but anyway, there we go. That was, if I can get, let's get this straight, eh? Oh, sorry. Let's see if I can get this a little bit straighter for you, because it's a bit of an angle. It's not ideal, this. Hopefully we're on there. I'll just have a little look for the angle to make sure everything's nice and straight. Hold on, that's not straight. That's it. I should be on there. There we go. That'll do. So yeah, that was the Darlington Club done today. Unfortunately, not one of my best rounds, but I think now I'm going to have to accept that, unfortunately, the way my health is and everything, that's the way it's going to be now. I think anywhere between sort of a 90 to 100 now might be my average scores. In terms of my health and stuff, I'm really struggling now, cramps and everything like that, and I'm really sorry. I mean, when I look back, one good thing is I changed my irons. I went straight back to my steelhead irons today. I practiced a little bit. Was it last? Yeah, it was last night. I managed to get 3 holes in playing with the steelheads and got the feel for it again. And I got used to the heavy irons again, and getting that bit extra distance with the irons. And I think I adapted very quickly again today back to the steelheads. So that was one thing. The one facet of my game came back was my iron play today, which I thought was a little bit better than the one at Eagles Cliff, where it was an absolute nightmare with those PSI irons. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was hitting them left, I was hitting them right. I didn't have a clue, but today was a little bit better. Today was a little bit better at Darlington. If I was missing, I know where I was going to miss. Still, my shots were going off a bit right again. I'll fix that fault. I'll get back to my normal steelheads. I'll get back to hitting them the way I was with the steelheads, most definitely. My drives again were sort of average to okay. There wasn't anything really special about my drives today, I must be honest. And yeah, I must apologise again today for the winter mats. I did go to Darlington. I was going to go to Hartlepool today, but at Hartlepool, I looked at the website and they said all holes open except the 6, which is shut. 17 holes in play. Now I could have done an extra. Now the 6 holes a little par 3. I don't know if you remember the Hartlepool video, but it's the one where you go back to the exposed bit near where the clubhouse is, and you're shooting down below, and you see the green sort of there. I remember the 6 hole. It's not a big deal. I could have done that another par 3 again. I could have done the one of the par 3s again. But basically, I said to myself, well, at Darlington I'm going to get 18 holes in, so I'll go there. And they said on the website, again, I'll see, like I said in the video, no restrictions, trolleys on, and 18 holes in play. Now, to me, when there's no restrictions, that means no winter mats, no winter, carrying the winter mats, winter tee boxes, temporary greens. That means everything's back to normal to me. But it wasn't. I ended up going to Darlington. I paid £18.50 for the round. And when I handed over the money, the bloke at the counter says, you do realise we're playing off winter mats today. You have brought one, haven't you? And it's a good job I did bring my Spanook one, something you call it. It's a good job I did bring it, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to play today. But no, it was winter mats, so I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry about my health and everything. Everything gets me rattly now, and it's getting chronic now, as you know. My left hand's trembling, that, and me cramping. There's nothing. I'm not going to go into it anymore. I've explained throughout the video what was going on, but I can't continue like this anymore. And again, I just don't know how many more videos I'm going to be able to do for you. So that's all that out the way. Hopefully it'll not come to that, but I think I've got a couple more of these episodes where, and then that might be me golf finished. I really do, but I don't want to go into it. I want to just focus on the now and hopefully just keep going the best I can. And obviously I've got a bit joint pain as well, and I feel really sick of stuff. The infusions don't help, and that's just added into it. But yeah, like I say, the irons were a lot better. So that was one facet of the game that made the round a little bit more comfortable for us today. And I think with me putting game, when I look back at all my shots, and I think my driving was okay. I think my hybrids were okay, except the one where I lost. So I didn't know what happened there. I looked on the video and the shot sort of looked left fairway, but I might have faded off. I just don't know, because I couldn't see where I hit it on the 10th hole. But apart from that, I think my game was all right. I mean, again, the luck wasn't on my side. I hit some good hybrids that ended up in the bunkers, and I was very unlucky in the bunkers again. Every single bunker, when I look back there in the bunkers, apart from the last hole, all the bunker shots I played were right up against the lip, and there was nothing much I could do with them. I could only try and hit it as hard as I can, get as much height as I can, and blast them out. And you can have no control over those shots whatsoever. So I was unfortunate there. But the one thing today that really, and the only real big fault when I look back at that video is my putting. Maybe I did the odd bad chip. I think I did one bad chip on the par 3, I think. But my putting was shocking. I mean, I don't know how many 3-putts I had, and I don't know how many 3 and 4 footers I was missing, but consistently missing them. But the problem is, and I think I explained it on the video, when I'm looking down at the ball now, I'm not seeing a round ball. I'm just seeing like a green blur now. My eyesight is so bad now. I'm just seeing a green blur, and things are moving side to side, and I'm getting dizzy, sometimes spinning. Not like spinning as in, but I feel as if I'm, sometimes when I go down to pick the ball up, I feel I'm toppling over on my right side sometimes, and it's just not right, And I think when it comes to the putting and everything, like, you see, if my head's not straight like there, I sort of feel like I'm going over on the right side, and it's not good. And I think the perception for the putting is so important now. I'm starting to realise, like, your eyesight, seeing the ball, the perception, things not moving about and everything. It's so important for your putting, and I think that's why I'm missing everything to the right. I think because I feel like when I'm going down like that and I'm looking at my putting, everything feels like it's going over to the right, and you can't putt like that. When you're putting, you've got to have everything's, your coordination and everything, your perception's got to be spot on for putting, to read the breaks and everything, and to hit it straight to the hole, and I can't do that when things are going like that and moving, and it's just no good. And I have little black dots in my vision floaters and stuff as well, which is no good, and it's and I think that's the one area where it really let me down today. I look back at the putts, and there must have been 6 putts that I missed, at least half a dozen putts that I missed, 6 shots added onto that score, which would have been an 86, which was close to the 85. And I felt like today, I finished after the 9 holes, and I thought, there's no way. I think I shot, what was it? Let's have a look at the scorecard. 44 after 9, and I just thought, I haven't actually played that badly. It's just the putting that's really let us down. Like I say, the last time when I broke 85, when I got 84 at Darlington, the first 3 holes, I went +6, and I recovered to shoot less than 85. I did marvellous, and my driving was so consistent. I mean, my driving wasn't as consistent then, but it was all right. It wasn't marvellous. It wasn't marvellous for driving, but I wouldn't say it was terrible. In fact, when I look back, there's not one that I did me low skidders at Eagles Cliff. There was no low skidders. There was no this, and that. And the one hole I thought, right, yeah, I think it was, what one was it? I forgot now. It might have been, was it the 14th or something? And I got to that hole and I says, right, now I know, no, it wasn't the 14th, was it? Might have been the 14th, I'm not sure, but I said to myself, I said, this is when we're going to find out if it's mental or not. I said on the thing at the time of the video, I said, I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to play the shot and see what happens. And I hit an absolute bomb, and I went, you know what, it's not mental. That's, when I say mental, golfers, I don't mean it's mental as in you're a psychopath or anything like that. What I mean is, like, I think I've explained it to you before. Sometimes people don't understand it, but I understand it, that the subconscious doesn't like the setup of a particular hole. Now with me at Wynyard, quite often on the 18th, I always say, I don't know why I do it, but I keep pushing it off to the right. There's something in my mind that tells me that I don't like the setup of this hole. I don't want you to go left, so I'm going to keep pushing you off to the right. And I keep hitting shots off to the right. And I don't know why I do it, but I do it. And that's one of those holes. It's like the one at Castle Eden, the 4th hole, and what was it, the 12th up the bank, the 11th or the 12th or something up the bank. That par 4, I duffed them twice again with tee shots. And there's certain holes that your mind just picks up and says, you know, I don't like this hole, therefore I'm going to do a fault that makes you completely duff up the hole. It's not like you're anxious about the hole. I'm not anxious about any holes at Darlington. I'm not anxious about any holes at Castle Eden. The only hole I was anxious of, and I knew that was a mental thing, was the 5th at Eagles Cliff when I saw that lake all the way around, because I was so uncomfortable with my iron play that I knew mentally, I thought, oh Christ, water, I don't know if I'm going to hit this left, I don't know where it's going to hit it right, I'm just going to aim for the flag and just hope for the best. And that was one of the shots where normally with the steelheads I'm confident, but with that PSI iron I hit it and I bloody well hoped it didn't go in the water. And unfortunately in golf it doesn't work like that. You can't play golf like that where you're guessing, am I going to go left, am I going to go right? You can't do it. You've got to know what side of the course you're missing for holes, particularly holes like that. But yeah, I just think today we put and let us down. There was far too many 3-putts and far too many 3-footers I was missing consistently that I would never do in a million years. And I'm doing it more and more consistently. And as the more I've done the more videos, the more I've been missing these 3 and 4-footers consistently. Plus I don't particularly know the greens at Darlington, which doesn't help, but it's not an excuse for all those 3-putts, for at least half a dozen 3-footers that I was missing. And that's an extra 6 shots onto my scorecard, and it ruined it really. And obviously the lost ball was an extra 2 shots. But apart from that, if it wasn't for all them rubbish putts, I probably could have done 85. But again, winter mats and everything. But like I say, my driving was fine, hybrids were fine, even irons were fine, chipping okay, but it really was my putting that let me down. It really was. I haven't put on my scorecard how many 3-putts I have and everything, but I can imagine there was loads. And then on the back 9, I mean, to start off with 2 7s, 3 over and 3 over, that just isn't on. Too many putts messed up. A little bit of luck didn't go my way. Obviously a couple of shots behind trees and stuff where I could have had a little bit of help there, and obviously the bunker play where I had to blast out the bunkers, but I think I did all right getting out of them bunkers. I just think it was the putting. I think the putting let us down. The good news was the sun was out, it was a dry course, and I must be honest, I'm very disappointed in Darlington for having winter tees and winter greens. I really am. A few temporary greens, everything. I mean, when I looked at that course, there was nothing wrong with that course. There was no damp areas. Obviously there was dew because it's winter, but it wasn't like marshland like Castle Eden was. Castle Eden could have easily said, right, winter mats, and they didn't. There was nothing wrong with that course to suggest that they had to have winter mats. And I'm sorry to these courses. I mean, Billingham was a disgrace. Darlington wasn't as bad as that for leaves, but Billingham was a disgrace in terms of leaves all over the fairways. You couldn't find your balls. Darlington was a little bit better, but there is no excuse for that course to be having winter mats, because there was only dew, there was no puddles, there was no visible puddles, there was no nothing. If there's visible puddles and everything, okay, I can understand that. If it's soaking wet, I can understand that. But I'm very disappointed in Darlington today for doing that. And every single course, I think, it doesn't matter what standard it is, how much you pay for it, we should always try and have winter tees and winter greens. And another disappointing thing was the vast majority of those gent tees, when I look back, were off winter mats. Maybe, well, not the vast majority, maybe there was about 8 or 9 off winter mats. And when you went to the ladies, they had a perfectly good grass tee box. Every single hole they had a perfectly good grass tee box. Now, like on the par 4s, for example, I think the par 3s they might have had a couple, but you see, with stuff like that, golf fans, that gets to me, because All they have to do is have, if they've got the ladies' tee box there, right, with a perfectly nice grass tee box, why don't they just put the yellow tee boxes 5 yards behind it? It's not an insult to us. You know, in winter we can accept things like that. You know, let us tee off the ladies' tee box. If you want to protect the yellow tee boxes and put us on winter mats, why not just do that? Put us on the grass tee boxes. I didn't understand that. All they have to do is that they had the ladies' tee boxes right at the front of the grass. Why don't they just knock out ours back 5 yards, or have them right next to each other? It's not an insult to us. I'm sure a lot. If you asked the members there, in fact, there was a couple of members I went past, men who I should have asked. I should have asked the two blokes. I should have asked them and said to them, look, would it be an insult to you if we put the yellow tee boxes onto the grass, onto the grass tee boxes where the ladies were? I think 99% of the members would say we'd rather be off grass tee boxes that's a little bit further up than having to go off winter mats. Because those winter mats, mine were not good. They were like wood horn, and you can't really hit a good shot off them. So I was a little bit disappointed with that with Darlington. Although I paid £18.50, I can't really complain. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with that. And again, I think just the putting today. I can't really moan about anything else. The tidiness came into it, the pain and everything's coming into it now. But I do think that winter mats and going off winter mats off the fairways, you can't play your best game. You can't, because I don't care what people say, you cannot. No mat can simulate grass, and especially some of the hybrid shots and stuff, they don't come off right off the mat, and I know that even with that mat that's meant to simulate grass, it doesn't. Nothing simulates grass. And that's what I like about Castle Eden and Hartlepool, is that they let you play off the proper grass. So yeah, that's Darlington done. Second experience wasn't as good as what I thought. I thought, you know, it's a decent club. They charge decent green fees. That they're not going to do that. They're not going to make you tee off. Because Wynyard don't. The problem is they shut all the time, Wynyard, when it's wet and damp. But no, it's unfortunate. There was too many 3-putts, too many 3 over pars, too many 2 over pars. Like I say, I think all the assets of my game were just about okay and acceptable and explainable, except the putting. I just think the putting just wasn't on today, and it's made me come out look like a right idiot. Like I say, I didn't play magical golf. I think I'm at the stage now where I'm producing magic shots and birdies and everything. It's going to be almost impossible for me now. I haven't got the strength anymore. I haven't got the energy, and you can basically guarantee by the 11th and 12th hole, when all my energy's gone, there's no Phil Mickelson shot's going to happen then. But no, I'm just happy I got out and played. I'm buggered now, to be honest. I'm going to try and have an early night, go to bed or whatever, but it's difficult at the minute to even sleep with all this stuff that's going on at the minute. I was up half the night last night with all the stuff that's going on, and I don't know anymore. I'm really, it's really getting tough. And like I said on my last video, I don't know how many more of these I'm going to be able to do. I think I'm a couple of tacks away from having no more golf, apart from maybe getting out and doing 3 or 4 holes, because the energy now is gone. I'm like I say, I'm trying everything. I'm trying grapeseed extracts, I'm trying turmeric, I'm trying vitamin B, vitamin D, iron supplements. I'm trying everything I can, and just nothing's working. I've got this camera test on the 14th, and I'm really not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to if they can find something out, but they might find nothing out, and I'm just not looking forward to it, because all I'm doing now is living for the next test and the next test and the next test, and you can't live your life like that, unfortunately. You know, you've got to have something to look forward to. All I'm looking forward to is tests, blood tests, seeing more doctors, and I'm sick of doctors, to be honest. I'm really sick of doctors. I just want them to find the bloody issue and get back to work and see my partner and all this other stuff. But I would love, that's the one thing I would love for Christmas, is to get my health back, but that's one thing you can't buy, girlfriends. You can't buy your health, unfortunately. If I had a choice between £100 million or my health, I would choose my health every time. I really want, because without your health, you can't do anything. People say, oh, it's great having no financial worries, but if you have health worries, it's a hell of a lot worse, let me tell you. But anyway, Hartlepool done. Darlington done. Like I say, there was too many sevens. No eights, luckily. But yeah, I can confirm the winner is 92. I haven't even said who the winner is, have I? Right, okay, well, I can confirm, right, the score was 92, 22 over. And the winner is Auntie Sarah in Norfolk. Well done. Well done, Auntie Sarah. You've won for the first time. So yeah, you're getting all the stuff, the Christmas t-shirt and all the other stuff that comes with it. I'll send you a message. So well done. Not my best golf, but I bet you're glad you've won. I bet you're glad it wasn't my best golf. But that's the good thing. At least, even if I shoot 102 like the last round, at least I've made somebody happy, and I'm glad I've made you happy. So there we go. That's it. That's it. What to say. That was Darlington done. And like I say, hopefully now I'll either get onto Wynyard again or get onto Hartlepool for the Christmas specials. I want to do as many episodes as I can, because Christmas for me, it's not a special time of the year, to be honest. It never really has been. It's just something that I try and get over and done with, because I used to go to all the garden centres with my partner, you know, and she used to make us go everywhere. We used to go to Phoenix, John Lewis, for the Christmas shopping, and then she made us go to all the garden centres. The one at Morpeth, the one at Local in Asherton, the one at Washington, Clay's Garden Centre. Went to every single one. I went to the Metro, and it was just, to be honest, because I was with her at the time and doing it with her, and she was my partner at everything, and I actually enjoyed it, to be honest, because it made her happy. But it's not a sort of thing I would do in my own Christmas shopping, going to all these garden centres and buying loads and loads and loads of stuff and enjoy looking around at all the Christmas stuff. I had it at the start of September, you know, walking in to was it Clay's Garden Centre. Then I walked into, I think it was, and I walked into there September, and they've got no, sorry, it wasn't. It was Arcadia, the one at near Stokesley, and they had all the Christmas music playing then. And I thought, you know what? It's the 28th of September. Give us a break, man. You know. So yeah, it's gonna be weird this Christmas. I don't think I'll be with my partner. I might manage to get through the Christmas meal and stuff, but it's going to be a funny one this year, unless I get sorted out quickly, which I don't think I will. I think, and as I say, even if they did find out what the source was, I don't even know what the treatment is. I mean, we're pushing like hell to find what the source is. What happens if we do find the source, and what can they do? I just don't know. I don't know what they can do to sort us out. But if it's some sort of infection or bacteria or parasite, it's dead simple. It's antibiotics, and I'm cured. It's some form of antibiotics or some sort of medicine to get rid of the infection or the bacteria or whatever, and I'll be cured. Great. But if it's chronic non-stop inflammation and they can't stop it, I just don't know where we go from here. I really don't, because I'm on powerful steroids now and they're not doing a damn thing. But never mind. Again, well done, Auntie Sarah. I hope you enjoyed the videos. I hope everyone else enjoyed the videos. I would like that one more subscriber, so I've got 25 subscribers. That would be nice, but I can't ask for too much. And I don't know if you still like the videos where I do the general chat in between. I mean, I've looked on YouTube, and I'm not having to go at anyone. It's probably myself, because I'm always moaning, but my view counts are going down and everything. It's not a big deal, like, but I'm getting like 5 people viewing a video, unless YouTube's changed how the way it does it. But 5 people watching a video, I'm thinking, hold on a minute here, I've got 20 odd subscribers. But no, there's obviously some videos that you still watch and everything, but I'm not going to moan and complain. I'm just going to keep on making them. And I know my Uncle Colin watches them. I know Uncle David watches them. I know Kenny watches them. I know my mate Chris watches. Chris Watson watches them. I know John Collins up and Seam watches them. So I'll keep making them for you guys. Even if it's just half a dozen of you who watch it, I'm going to make it for you because I've got nothing else to do really. And I love doing them and letting people see us play golf and all these different courses. I like to show you all the different courses and stuff. And hopefully when my health's back, my aim is on my bucket list to do every single course in the northeast. And apart from like Elmo and stuff that I know is crap, or Billingham, but I will do it for you. That's my promise to you, right? If I get my health back, my promise to you is I will do every single course except the real tripe in the northeast. I promise you, I will do every single one. I'll do Wearside, I'll do that what do you call it, Sharpley for years. I'll do Durham City. I'll do all the links courses. I'll do Whitley Bay. Well, I know Whitley Bay's got good write-ups. And then I might even do some of the courses across all the other side, like Whitby. I think Saltburn's got a course. I'll do Saltburn. I'll do all those courses. And if I ever go on golf holidays again, like Glen Eagles or anything like that, I'll do that for you. I'd love to go on a golf holiday myself somewhere and do the courses. I mean, not so much all the famous courses, but I would like to go on a holiday and maybe do courses like right down south somewhere. I don't know. Maybe do some courses that even Liam's done on his videos, like down in Lincolnshire and stuff like that. I would like to do that. But my promise is to you that if I get my health back, I will be doing every single course in the northeast, and that's good. And I will show you. You know, I'll do Slaley Hall, I'll do Linden Hall, I'll do the Newcastle clubs. I'll go further up north. I'll do Bamborough. I'll do Dunstanborough. I'll do the lot for you. I will. That is a promise. That is a promise. I won't let you down. I will do it. And that is a promise, golf friends. I will do every single course I can in the northeast for you, in Northumberland, probably some in Yorkshire. Beedale, I'd like to give Beedale a go. So Beedale, we'll go there when I used to go to Tennants and stuff, to Beedale, and that looks all right. That looks okay, Beedale. So there's all sorts of different courses. Ripon's got a golf course. Richmond, I would do the lot. I will do the lot, I promise you. I'd love to do Durham City again. Durham City would be a regular course if I could get there. Crook, I'd love to do Crook again. I know Concert's got a golf club. I would go to Concert. I would do the lot, and that's a promise. But yeah, that's Darlington done. That's the concluding thoughts. I will try and do as many more videos as I can for you, but like I say, time's running out, and we've got to find out what this is, and I've really got to focus on that. And if my health gets so bad that I can't do any golf videos, I'm really sorry, but that's the way it is. But I will try my damn best to get a couple more rounds and stuff for you. So yeah, that's it. This is John from John Hutton Golf Channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. It could have been better. I wish I played a bit better, and I wish I wasn't in pain and stuff, but that's just the way it is at the moment. So thanks very much. See you later. Bye for now. Bye.